If you've ever felt a tightening in your chest just thinking about checking your bank account, you know the weight of modern financial anxiety. It is a suffocating pressure that makes it easier to simply look away. Behavioral economists have a name for this, the Ostrich Effect. It is a documented human bias where we actively avoid negative financial information. We bury our heads in the sand, hoping the scary numbers will somehow resolve themselves. But ignoring an unpaid credit card balance doesn't pause the math. Every day you avoid looking, compound interest quietly multiplies what you owe, accelerating your debt in the background. Refusing to look doesn't protect you. It just surrenders total control of your financial future to a system that is designed to profit off your avoidance. To cope with that underlying insecurity, we often turn to the most common defense mechanism available, spending money to look like we are doing well. But there's a flaw in this logic, which Morgan Housel calls the man-in-the-car paradox. Picture a pedestrian watching a luxury sports car roll by. They rarely look at the driver. Instead, they look at the car, imagining themselves behind the wheel. The psychological reality is blunt. Those strangers on the street aren't admiring your success. They are projecting their own desires onto your expensive possessions. Buying expensive things to broadcast status is a psychological trap. Chasing the appearance of wealth is the exact mechanism that guarantees you stay broke. To actually build real wealth, we have to recognize that our emotions are a liability. We need to completely remove human willpower from the equation. The ultimate defense against our own flawed psychology is a strategy known as the automatic sweep. Pay yourself first. An automated system intercepts 10% of your paycheck and routes it into diversified index funds. Once inside, compound interest takes over. The money duplicates in the background, earning returns on its own returns, with absolutely zero effort from you. True wealth creation has almost nothing to do with daily discipline. It is about taking an hour to build a cold, emotionless system once, and then letting it run. Even an automated system needs a destination. If you never define exactly how much money is enough, you will spend your entire life on a treadmill, perpetually chasing the next dollar. To find your finish line, use the rule of 25. Multiply your annual living expenses by 25. Hitting this target creates a principal stash large enough to safely withdraw 4% every year without ever draining the core amount. Knowing this exact dollar amount takes financial independence out of the realm of abstract fantasies. It becomes a concrete, trackable finish line. Pinpointing your baseline protects you. It breaks the cycle of consumer greed by clearly defining the moment you actually win the game. We are conditioned to measure success by what we can see: massive houses, flashy vacations, and luxury goods. But that is just the illusion of being rich. True wealth is completely invisible. It is the unbought cars, the unspent bonuses, and the index funds quietly compounding out of sight. Look at Warren Buffett. The most powerful force behind his wealth wasn't quick trades, it was time and patience. Over 99% of his immense net worth was accumulated after his 65th birthday. Spending your money to show other people how much money you have is the single fastest way to ensure you have less of it. When you prioritize those invisible assets, you earn the highest dividend money can possibly pay: absolute sovereignty over your own schedule. Financial independence doesn't mean you never work again. It means you gain the ability to say no. You are no longer forced to trade your waking hours to fund someone else's corporate dream. Having control over who you are with, what you do, and when you do it is the single highest predictor of human happiness. Stop looking away from the numbers. Bypass your flawed psychology, set up an automated system, and start building your escape route. Real wealth is never about buying things. It is about buying the freedom to wake up every single morning and live completely on your own terms.